Good morning, welcome to another road trip, YouTubers. It's early Saturday morning, very late January 2016, and we're about to embark on another road trip. Now, as you know, we've done quite a few road trips. I've done, I think, over 10 now. Well, this is officially, I think, number 10, but we've done a few that we didn't film and that. So, anyway, what we thought about is we looked at doing some shops down south. Contacted maybe looking at going down like Bristol, Bridgewater, or even like Bournemouth, and then we looked at like, the Kent area, Somerset, that kind of place. There's a few shops in Somerset, but unfortunately we just couldn't guarantee that these shops had got any games, or the shops didn't get back to me. So of course you're left thinking, shall we do another trip up north, which is a good route to do, but again the shops weren't getting back to us. So we're sort of thinking, well, we've got to do one or the other really. But then we came across a little bit of an idea. So basically what we're going to do today is we're going to head on over to Leicestershire, or that part of the woods, I think it's Ashby de la Zeus, to Extreme Games. Now I've reserved a couple of Mega Drive games there. I'm not going to reveal just what they are yet, but they've got a couple there. I'm hoping to have a quick look through stock in case there's any other hidden titles there. Maybe possibly some Master System, I don't know. We are going to be a little bit pushed for time. But then what we're going to do is we're going to head on up to Leeds. There's a retro games fair strike market there. All of the big traders from the north are going to be there. You've got Sore Thumb Games, you've got Console Passion. There's a few other big names there as well. The one from Leeds, which I think is Convert to Cash. There's going to be private sellers there. So this is a chance, this is an opportunity to perhaps find some gems and some rare titles. I've never been to a games fair before. I've been to the shows, as you know, I've done many road trips. This is my first games fair or games market, whatever you want to call it. It's being held at Leeds Town Hall, so we're going to head on up there. I'm sure there'll be some fun and frolics along the way, and then we're going to stay over in Leeds. So it's not hopefully going to be as hectic as regards the quantity of shops, but we are going to be in a bit of a tight schedule to certainly get there anyway. And you might see hopefully one or two surprise cameos on the video. We'll have to see. I'll keep that quiet for now. But anyway, yes, so stay tuned. I'm just going to go and finish getting ready and wait for my lift to pick me up. It's going to be Bad Fuck Up UK, and we're going to head on down to Leicester first of all. So yeah, stay tuned and see what happens on this road trip. Okay, it's almost like deja vu. I'm just waiting for my lift. It's absolutely pitch black outside, so there's not many people around. So just waiting for Bad Fuck Up UK to pick me up, and we'll be on the way on this very early start to this road trip on this cold January morning. Here's my lift, time to get going. So we're finally en route, the start of today's road trip, and we're just on the way to get some breakfast, Crawley Services. It's still dark, but it's brightened up a little bit, and we've actually got a driver again, haven't we? Yeah. We've got Bad Fuck Up UK in the driving seat, and like I say, we're going to go ahead on down and get some breakfast before we start this probably another expensive road trip. So here we are, just pulling in to get some breakfast. Still early days, but it's getting lighter, and I've actually got a little surprise. We're going to be picking somebody up shortly, so stay tuned. Okay, so we just finished our breakfast. We filled our bellies at the services, Crawley Services, and we've just getting some petrol to carry on the journey. Now, I mentioned before we're going to be picking up somebody shortly. It's going to be it's a well-known YouTuber in retro gaming. I'm not going to say any more just yet. You're going to find out exactly who it is soon. We're just going to head on and pick this geezer up. So he's a male. That's all I'm going to tell you at the moment. We're going to pick this guy up. He's off YouTube. He's well known, and we're going to go on to Extreme Games in Leicester, Ashby de la Zeus. Whew! I tell you, I'm absolutely stuffed after breakfast. Just catching my thoughts about the day ahead. Got Bad Fuck Up UK just getting the petrol, and then we're going to be on our way. Not much going on here at the moment. It's just started to rain as well. Absolutely typical. And we're still here collecting fuel. Been some problem with the pump, so just killing a bit of time. As you can see, it's not great weather outside, but we're going to be indoors later, so who cares, eh? And I've got the old sat nav ready, and there's still fuck all going on around here. So yeah, we're going to go on head on over to this mystery guest's address.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto A5, Watling Street.
So Here we are en route to pick up our mystery YouTuber, and I've got Bad Fuck Up UK doing the driving again, and we're literally only about 5 minutes away now, so you're going to find out who it is real soon. How you doing, mate? You alright? You know you're going to be on camera now, don't you? How you doing? Alright. We're the mystery YouTuber is Tooty UK. Finally in the vehicle, and we're going to head on the move now to Extreme Games. You alright, mate?
Yeah.
A bit earlier than expected, didn't we? But
Well, I'm up anyway,
yeah.
Stuff
Shit the bed.
Got time to get some cash out and get to the shop.
Yeah.
Right, let's fucking do this then. Which way are we going?
So we've just parked up in Ashby. We're going to head on over to Extreme Games in the next 20 minutes or so. Just waiting for him to open, and we're here with Tooty UK and Bad Fuck Up UK over there. Interesting bag of, is this all trade, is it, Toot?
Yeah.
Oh man, Atari games. Jeez. No Mega Drive in there, is there?
No, it's all GameCube,
Yeah.
doubles, this one.
Oh, fucking hell. If I still had me Atari, I'd be interested in some of them.
Battle Ataris. No, double
Yeah.
doubles.
Are they?
Yeah.
Junior Pac-Man, bloody hell.
That's the best one on the top there.
Extreme Games.
Well, that one. Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, that's a double A.
Fucking hell.
Great game.
Right, let's head on, let's get some money first.
Yeah.
Never been to Ashby before? Tooty in his element with the charity shops. Just trying to find the shop here. Extreme Games. It might be a little early. Well, we found a bank. So where we find our Extreme Games. Looks an interesting shop.
That's what I've got. A keyboard.
Is that just a keyboard?
Bluetooth keyboard, yeah.
Looks amazing though, doesn't it? So can you play that with your Vega or not?
No,
Or
it's
just
separate,
with an, can you play with an
to the
iPad?
Vega. You can play with an iPad.
Can you?
Correct.
Oh, that's tempting, mate.
But they're 50 quid on Amazon.
Oh, they're okay.
Hey, I don't see many of them.
What, you found?
The old Texas TS cartridges, look.
A few Mega Drive cartridges those, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
The only generation's lost one there, is
Like the
it?
Vic 20 ones, isn't it? See when the Vic 20 cards.
Commodore mouse.
Yeah, I think.
Bigger shop than I thought it would be. Back gate. Don't think it'll matter with me, I ain't tall enough. Oh, this is the kind of thing I like. Pure Mega Drive. Now we could be talking. I could have missed something here, couldn't I?
That was it. That was it. Baseball 20.
Oh, if he's got a manual, I need it.
Well, I might do downstairs. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think it keeps the manuals in them.
Okay, we'll check. Nice
You
one.
need that.
10 quid, oh hang on, does it say with the manual? Doesn't
Check
say, does
another
it?
one. No, he's took all the manuals out.
Oh, it could be one then, nice one. You were right, you remembered. A quick film before I check it here whether I need any of them. Mind you, at this rate, Tooty might beat me to it.
Yes. You have the Pinocchio, have you got that?
No, it's Pocahontas.
Oh, Pocahontas.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, there's some Mega CD here as well.
Art Alive.
Yeah, no tooties here. I've got a rival and I. You know what I mean? He's getting
You'll
the.
have to do you'll have to do big hitters, mate.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the bottom one. Not bad for the monsters, £11.
Mega CD over here. I still ain't quite ventured into Mega CD yet, but I've got about 6 titles. Tell you, he's got a fair bit of Mega Drive, hasn't he? Hell of a lot.
That's it. Quite tough. That's going to be 200.
I'll tell you what, guys, he's got some good stuff here, hasn't he?
Yeah. A bit of MS here for you. Not bad prices.
Anything £5 and under, you can say.
Not really.
I'll tell you what, Mega CD's starting to tempt me a bit now.
If you see the ones that are the cartridges, the
Yeah.
little cards, yeah, got all these Mega CD.
I've got Jaguar, Cobra, Sega Classics, Black Hole, Sherlock Holmes. I ain't got a few of them like Slippy and
I'm guessing
Tomcat.
the ones that haven't got manuals, he says they haven't got manuals on, hasn't he?
It doesn't say
Yeah,
that.
he puts a sticker on that says no booklet.
Does
yeah.
he?
And it keeps the booklet downstairs, I think.
So
you're
so
in
this
luck
one
with
should
that.
have a booklet.
No, I don't think he does. I think it hasn't got any book, it hasn't got any book.
No book.
Yeah, it hasn't got anything on it.
This hasn't got
So
anything in
I'm
the case.
assuming the manuals downstairs with cards.
Oh, right.
That's the way I read
Yeah.
it.
Yes, he's actually got the manuals. It's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spotted much too.
He's got his eye on something, I think.
Well, I've got Shine in the Darkness, but I think I've got the Genesis box. Remember?
Tell you what, he's got an impressive Mega Drive selection, hasn't he, really?
You had a few bits.
And look at it, there's rows of it. In the early days, this would have blown my mind.
He would, yeah.
Someone will have seen
Yeah, I saw that.
some bits of the book.
Yeah, has that got a manual?
Right.
Yeah.
I can hate it because even fucking that.
Yeah. Maybe 4G manual.
So no, I've got it's got some good stuff, a variety of everything, but Mega Drive very impressive.
Price and style it.
So we've just left Extreme Games in Ashby. Quite a few pickups for Tootie in front. I'm sure he'll show you them in his video. I think Tim bought a couple of gems and I actually managed to get 3 Mega Drive titles off the list. So we're down to 76, so really good price there as well. Great shop, as you've seen from the footage. And we're going to head on now to the Leeds Games Fair.
Been there, so I've been told. Nice little call that is for me when I'm out and about now. I can drop in there, now I know where it is.
It's a good shot. What do you reckon, Toots? What do you think? Spot on. Yeah, pretty good for me as well.
Good little shop, well worth a visit.
Yeah, definitely. Extreme Games. Well, en route to Leeds, probably going to be about an hour and a half on the way to the Super Retro Games Fair. Brightened up a bit. Actually, no, it's gone fucking dull again. What am I on about?
He seemed to know a lot about what was going on now, did he?
I thought that. When I look back at that, I thought, I've been digging that a little bit. I think not me, man. Looks like I'm just fucking cross through some fucking border.
Fucking hailstorm, innit?
Yes, hail.
19 miles away from Leeds, anyway. Looks grim outside.
You'd have nice blue skies.
There is a bit up there, look.
Perfect storm. Absolutely fucking incredible. How far away?
Yeah, 19 mile, yeah.
We're about 11 o'clock, so half past 11 maybe, give or take.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be heading in that direction.
They won't be around long, those things, not the big ones, but 40's a bit heavy. Which way big?
Yeah, 0.2 miles, A653 Meadow Road.
653.
In 1,000 feet, keep left.
1,000 feet, A653 Meadow Road left.
This
Yeah.
is kind of where we parked, I think.
It is, isn't it? It looks
Looking a
quite
bit
similar,
sunnier,
them
just coming into
buildings.
Leeds. big building up there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Might be our hotel.
653, you say?
Yeah, A653.
Oh, yeah, 653 Dewsbury.
Yeah. Literally a mile out now from the venue.
I'm sure we went round there, didn't we? Left.
Yeah,
And we
did.
never. Yeah, Sweet Street, that was it.
Told you. Bad boy.
Well, I didn't think I'd be filming in an underground garage how to get out, but here we go. Looks like we found our way out at last. On the way to the Retro Super Game. We finally made it in Leeds.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate.
Bad Fuck Up UK, Tootie UK, and me CJM Retro. And we're just heading on down to the town hall, which is literally in front of us. Blue skies, don't be deceived, it is fucking freezing. Absolutely freezing, but I've got my little jacket on because it's going to be fucking piping hot inside this games market. Very excited as to what they might have. Just getting past a few people, and here we are at the town hall by the looks of it. Queue's gone down a bit since we saw it as we pulled in. Hopefully we can walk straight. We finally made it to the Retro Super Games Fair, and it was absolutely fucking chocker. We just want to have a quick look around the hall. We've come up the top to scare the crowds. It is absolutely chock-a-block. No room to move. Nice building that. Okay, so we've actually left the Super Games Fair at the moment. We have bought some purchases, but we're going to check out Cash to Convert, which is in the centre of Leeds at the moment, because they haven't actually got the Mega Drive games on show at the show, so we're just trying to find the shop. It's somewhere coming up on the left, so let's have a look. So here we are, we've just found Cash to Convert, and it's coming up on the left. Okay, so we're now walking back to the Super Retro Games Fair. It's fucking freezing now, so we're going to get in the warm, so we can do some more deals this afternoon. Hopefully it'll have died down a bit because it was really manic. It's the reason why we left and went to the other place, because you just literally couldn't see anything in there and find anybody in. Turtle Bay, very, very spicy, but there you go. So let's get back in there. Still busy as you can see, but it's calmed down a little bit. Still massively packed. And this is where it all happens, in the bar. We're sort of winding down from the show now. The crowds have dispersed, but it's still pretty busy. At least you can actually get some stalls and see things now. It's quieting down a lot. Console Passion over there. Got Saw Thumb games here. Town Hall decor. There's your 6-foot Sonic. Warp Zone have took over the entire stage. A lot of people are closing down now, the time to get a deal.
Down a lot, isn't it? Free, and that fucking guy got it for you. You wouldn't have made it, you bought it. Yeah, you bought it for 3 strikes, 3, 75. Give me the Japanese cartridge, thank you.
I got mine for 40, I was looking at.
I don't want your pal shit. I want the Japanese info. It was the past and it is the future. I don't think I've met you before actually.
You Coonald? Cowners, that's it, yeah.
Don't destroy it.
You don't mind being on camera, do you?
Yeah,
No,
no, I
so
don't mind.
got YouTube channels.
Yeah.
CJM Retro. I'm just pretty new to it, to be honest. Like, yeah. Good to meet you, mate. Anyway.
Shotgun.
Listen, yeah, you'll be on the. You'll be on my video. I'll tag you in or something, or yeah.
You can donate to my Patreon.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna
50p or a pound. Cheers, guys. Anyway.
picked that up today.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you've got
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
alien soldiers.
I've just picked a few more up as well. I've lost count. One of
To
them.
have picked that up.
Yeah. But,
But I've got to have it. For me,
yeah.
back in the day was all about the Japanese input.
Yeah.
So my Mega Drive's all Japanese.
Yeah. Fair play to you there, but each to their own, innit? And
Yeah.
I might sub you on YouTube anyway. I think I've got a feeling I do. You know, bad fuck up Tim, don't you? So I think that's what. Good to meet you anyway.
He's a fellow baldy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not.
Baldies unite.
I'm not yet, but yeah.
Grey and red. Hello, Sterling. Star Force, yeah, grey, yeah. That's it, yeah.
Yeah, mine's box.
Yeah, my name Bob. Yeah, you did, yeah. Invaders.
I'm from the baseline, I'm watching it every time I pick one up, it's empty. I was telling my brother about when you buy a game off C8 line, the more expensive it is, the less chance of manual.
Stu, how's the show been then? All the games fair, I should say. Yeah? Pretty productive? Yeah? Have you found the show, mate? Yeah? Keep calling it a show, it's games fair, isn't it? Keep getting it wrong. Yeah. Not too bad, eh? Not very nice coming out into this though, is it? Right, we're finally back from the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds this weekend, and this is basically going to be the pickups part of the video. Now, first of all, before we actually, I'll tell you what actually happened. No, I'll tell you I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to basically say, obviously as you've seen from the video, myself and Bad Fuck Up UK, Tim Billard, we went on down to Extreme Games in Leicester, where I've reserved a couple of pickups. On the way there we picked up of course 2 to UK, and then of course we headed on down to the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds. Now before I actually go into this, I'm just going to show you a pickup I actually made, and I can't believe I've fucking done this again. I cannot believe it. If you've seen one of my previous videos, you'll realise I had a game called Generations Lost, and the cart didn't actually work, so I sent it to Tootie to have a look at. He opened it up and checked it out and that, and there was something missing, I think, off the edge of it. And basically I saw this at the Super Retro Games Fair. Now again, it looks in blooming good condition. Looks pretty damn good inside, and it was £10. But you're not going to fucking believe this. The fucking cart don't work. So this is 2 Generations Lost games on the Sega Mega Drive where the cartridge just will not work. I've tried it, I've blown on it, I've blown the dust out of the Mega Drive, I've tried other games, I've tried putting it back in, I've tried it about 50 times. This cartridge will not work on my Sega Mega Drive. The other one didn't work on my Sega Mega Drive, and this one doesn't. So I seriously think there's some sort of bad batch. There must have been a shit at the time. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I've now spent 22 quid on the game, a few quid on postage to get it to 2T. I've spent nearly 25 quid on a game that doesn't work. I just give up. I just cannot believe it. So I just wanted to get that one out of the way. Do not buy Generations Lost, because it clearly doesn't work on the Sega Mega Drive. I just don't know what to do. Anyway, we'll get off that bit now and we'll get onto the good stuff. So basically we picked TT UK up when we headed on down to Extreme Games in Leicester. First time any of us I think have been there. I think Tim had tried to visit before and it was closed. But like I said, he reserved a couple of games for me. We went in the shop. He's got 2 levels of. We first went in the ground floor, and of course it just looks all current stuff and a few like old stuff in the cabinets, that kind of thing. All the Xbox One, PS4 in the next free room. But all his a lot of his retro stuff is actually upstairs in what he called the attic. And to be fair, he had a hell of a lot of Sega Mega Drive games. I was very impressed. If this had been the early part of my collection, then I would have been in absolute gaming heaven. As it turns out, he'd reserved a couple of games for me, and we actually found another one on the shelves that I needed. So I actually picked up 3 Sega Mega Drive titles there. So I'm going to show you what they are. The first one was, and this cost £18, was Daffy Duck in Hollywood. Not far off mint inside the case. There's a bit of wear and tear at the bottom of the actual sleeve, I think, but to be fair, Daffy Duck, £18. Okay. The next one I've got, I'd seen at Play Expo, where I think Saw Thumb Games had it in Manchester, but it didn't have a manual. It's not a cheap title. It was £30. It is RoboCop 3. Bit of damage to the manual, but otherwise intact. There we go, RoboCop 3. Now the game we saw that he hadn't reserved for me, we saw in Extreme Games. I'd actually seen in the, I think it was, I can't remember the name of the shop, it was Nerds in Plymouth. I actually seen that without a manual. It was only £6 and I would have taken it if I'd got a manual. This time it did have one, it was only £10. It is Super Baseball 2020. Pretty damn good condition, really. I mean, the case is a bit knackered, won't shut too well, but you can always replace that. There you go, Super Baseball 2020. So we headed on down to the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds, and I've got to say, yeah, we did time it really, really well. We had a few laughs on the way, me, Tootie and Tim, and we saw some good weather and some bad weather. And as we got there, we were actually staying over, me and Tim. So basically, we parked the car up in the light centre next to the hotel we were staying at. And we saw the queue was still there. Now we arrived about 11:15, I think, and the queue was still there. So obviously they hadn't let that many people in that point, or there was just so many queuing. Anyway, we joined the queue. When we come back, park the car and come back round, we just walked straight in, literally. So it was literally, we couldn't have timed it any better. Now, as soon as we walked into the venue, I could not believe how busy it was. It was absolutely fucking chocker. You just couldn't get to any of the stalls. Console passion, I just couldn't. I was nearly wrestling with people just to even get to the corner to see any Mega Drive titles. We got straight out the rim, somewhere on the left hand side. It was literally annoying. It was bedlam. In fact, at one point later on, myself and Tim actually went out off for about half an hour to an hour to visit Cash to Convert, the retro shop in Leeds, which was some for the footage, but unfortunately we didn't manage to pick anything up from there. They actually had a stand at the show, but they hadn't got any Sega Mega Drive games with them for some reason, so that's why we went off there. But we went off to get some lunch, and when we came, had a few pints in the bar as well in the afternoon, and when we came back later afternoon, it was much easier. It was still busy, but it was much easier to walk round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the pickups in the order I found them, if I can remember correctly. So we went into this stall. I think it was a private seller, and I saw 2 games. I'm just going to have a look what they are. So I'm pretty up with it. Now, one was listed at £20, which is, you're not going to question that. The other one was £100. So basically, I said to him, "Can I have the 2 for £100?" Which he agreed, of course. Nice £100 in the pocket. And the first one was, this was the £20 game, was Twin Hawk. Bit of damage to the manual, but a valid purchase. That's Twin Hawk. Now this one was the £120 game. I got down to £100. It is Time Killers. Pretty good condition. And I've never seen that anywhere before. That's Time Killers. So it was a cracking start to the show. I thought, we've got 3 titles at Leicester, we've got 2 titles at the show. Brilliant. It looks a bit downhill from there. We went to Retro Plushy Games. Now, he's not known for his cheap prices, and I don't normally buy too many off him due to the cost. But now I'm getting towards the end of my collection, I'm realising what a good collection he has got. And he has got a lot of Mega Drive games, and he has got a few rare ones that he always keeps at the back quite sensibly. So we saw well, I saw, basically, there were 3 games that I needed off him that I saw initially. Now they came to £245. Now he's not known for knocking much off his prices. I managed to get 20 quid off. It doesn't sound a lot. I would have rather paid 200. But to get 20 quid off, he only wanted to knock 15 off. I managed to get 20 quid off, so I paid 225 for these 3 games. So we're going to show you what they are. So the first one is Samurai Showdown. That was £35. Obviously the full price, you can take 20 quid off. There's a bit of damage to the manual, but apart from that, very good. Samurai Showdown. The next one was Wolverine Adanthium Rage, which I've never seen anywhere either. That was £60. Bit of damage to the manual, but when a game's as rare as this, or a game you don't see at any shows or shops, certainly, I know I'm sure you can get it on eBay, it's pleasing to pick up. So there you go, Wolverine Adanthium Rage. Now this one was a biggie. I ummed and ahed about this one because it's got some damage to the cart label, but it's still worth what I paid for it and possibly more on eBay. We've done our research. It is Alien Soldier. Now it's got a £150 price tag on it. Obviously when you figure out that I got 20 quid off, I basically paid 130 for it. So you'll see the damage to the cart now. The manual's in very good condition, I think. The cart's got a bit of damage, if I can show you in that right in the middle, which is a bit, but because it seems so expensive and so rare, I had to pick it up. There you go, it's Alien Soldier. So we thought that was it. I mean, we looked around, there didn't look to be any other Sega Mega Drive items that I needed. We had it, like I say, we went off site, we had a few drinks in the bar, we just had a general look around. But when it was quiet, I found what I thought was probably one of the picks of the day, to be honest. It was at this store, it looked like he had no Mega Drive, but he had about 5 to 10 titles just down next to some SNES titles, which I like. They weren't shown directly on, they were shown like topwards up, so you couldn't see what they were. So anyway, this was only £6.50. I said to Tim, I said, I'm sure I need this fucker, and I did. It is Hyperdunk. For £6.50, that is fucking good condition. There you go, Hyperdunk. So we thought that was it again, but we had a little spurge then for the afternoon. I couldn't believe I kept finding some titles. We went to another stall in a room just off where I picked that up, and we found Double Dragon. Now I've needed this for a while. I had a chance to have it about a year or so ago, didn't pick it up. It's not got the inlay, but it's got the instructions and it's got the cart, so, and it does work. I've tested it, and I could see myself having a play of this, to be fair. Double Dragon, one of the ballistic games. Brilliant purchase, £30 I think I paid for that. It was 40, I managed to get 10 quid off. So there you go. So we still found more. We went back into the main hall. Now I wasn't going to pick this game up because the front cover, I think, from the manual was missing, and it was listed I think £30. But because it was so, excuse me, because it was so late in the day, I managed to get it for £20. So it is Asterix and the Pair of Gods. You'll see what I mean now with the manual, but it's still got the manual really. I mean, I can always get a better version later down the line, but there you go, Asterix and the Pair of the Gods. So we come to another epic purchase. This one cost me £3. This has got to be a contender for steal of the day as well. Another one that I needed is on the Sega Mega Drive, of course, Fun and Games. Believe it or not, I've never seen that anywhere. I know Console Connections, I think in Shildon, County Durham, had Asterix and this game, but we never got up there. So for £3 you can't really argue with that at all. That's an absolute fucking steal. Fun and Games. Right, so we come to the last title now, unfortunately. Now I went back to Retro Plushy Games. They're the one that, he's the guy who got Alien Soldier, Wolverine and Samurai Showdown from. There's his card. Not known for his cheap prices, but check him out, he's got some incredible stock. I missed it first time round, but we went back for it. It was £60. I managed to get it for £50 because I've done a deal with him. It is Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master. Okay, it is a classic reissue, but it counts as a release. There you go. Shinobi 3. So that pretty much is what I picked up at the Super Retro Games Fair in Leeds. It was a good afternoon. I was a little disappointed there weren't more private sellers there, to be honest. I was expecting there to be a lot more people like maybe like myself who've got a collection and wanted to sell some of it off. There was the usual suspects there like Console Connections, Sore Thumb, Warp Zone, Can't Convert to Cash. That was pretty much the only ones I really recognised. I was disappointed with the lack of private sellers. I thought it was going to be a massive market, massive fair of private sellers. It wasn't. It was just usual traders and maybe a couple of others you get at Play Expo and places like that. So in that sense I was disappointed, but I can't be disappointed to come away with the amount of games I did, which in a sense it was good, very good. So I'm just trying to look at it from both sides of the coin. That's just my thoughts on it. It's not necessarily correct, but it's what I think. But yeah, it was a good event. Enjoyed the hotel we stayed at. It was good to see Tutti. We had a laugh. It was good to go to Extreme Games in Leicester. Nice shop, so make sure you check it out. The address will be coming up on this at the end of this video. Obviously I was disappointed with the Generations Lost game. That would have been 14 games. That would have taken me down to 65 Mega Drive games needed. As it is, it's now 66 because I've bought 2 full to Generations Lost games. If any of you know whether there was a bad batch or not, please drop me a message on my YouTube page, because this is maybe it'll be third time. Look, I can't buy another game that's the same game that doesn't work, surely. Anyway, I'm losing my voice a bit now, so I'm going to keep this brief. So basically, the next coming up, we've got the video games fair market, whatever you want to call it, at Doncaster on, I think, Saturday, March the 5th. I was going to give it a miss, because to be fair, I spent an absolute shitload at this thing and this games fair, and I'm really spent out at the moment. I've got a lot of things coming up. You know, gaming and collecting is a very, very expensive hobby, especially when you want a full PAL set. So I'm going to go to Doncaster, but unfortunately I won't be buying a lot of games, so I'm just going to go there and see what happens, see whether I can pick up a couple of gems, but I certainly won't be in a position to spend what I've spent at this show. But anyway, after that we've got Play Expo, I think the end of April, beginning of May at Blackpool. Going to give it another go, probably going to be the same kind of traders there. I might go this time to play a few games. The plan is to go for a few hours on a Saturday morning, maybe about 10 till 1. Because I like to get back and go around a couple of the bars in Blackpool, as you do, and Sunday possibly go there for maybe a bit longer and play some games. So that's what we've got coming up. I think the next road trip probably will be a combination of the Doncaster Games Fair. So I don't think I've missed anything. I've waffled on for about 15 minutes now. I hope you've enjoyed the footage from the Super Retro Games Fair. As Tutti UK said in his video, it was really, really difficult to film, and it was so chock-a-block that I didn't start really filming much till late in the afternoon. Then I saw you're getting tired, you're looking for games yourself. It was really difficult. It wasn't the kind of place I found very easy to film at all, but you'll see a bit of footage in there. You might even see a few cameos from some known YouTubers. And that's basically it. I'm going to go and put this video together and get it uploaded for you guys and gals to see, and I'll catch you all again soon. So keep watching and you'll look forward to the next road trip or something. Cheers. Adios.